Shalom, shalom, giving all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shah, by Hashem Rakak Wadash. Double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that teach us the truth through the spirit and power, Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shah, by Hashem Rakak Wadash. Peace, love, and blessings to the elect scattered abroad around the four corners of the earth, mainly in Babylon the Great, America, which is all to be destroyed in the up-and-coming nuclear destruction, World War III, economic woes, so on and so forth. And basically, this is going to the topic of it's only about the elect. All right, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah did not give this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to the whole world to perceive it. All right, and also, you know, that word JC, that comes with a doctrine and an image, which goes into idolatry with Cesare Borgia, you know, the so-called white face, and so on and so forth. But other than that, I just want to go into the title of this man's argument. It said, a black man told me God put black people in slavery as a punishment. And I'm pretty sure he learned that from some type of conscious guy, but mainly learned that from the Hebrew Israelites, because that's part of our doctrine, and that is part of the truth, according to the scriptures. Or according to the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah, you know, his chosen people rebelled against him. So with that being said, he put many punishments and slavery and captivity upon his chosen people. And that's just the truth of the matter. All right, no matter how much you people, you know, get butt hurt, get emotional about what Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah done to his people, but not knowing the latter end, we're going to receive the kingdom of heaven. So with that being said, all these things was necessary, man. All right, for these things to happen upon us so we could have learned and appreciate righteousness, or learn wickedness and appreciate righteousness on a higher, much scale. Because the Lord's people always been a disobedient, stiff-necked, ungrateful people. All right, so you're going to have plenty of people that's going to have the idea to talk shit and scarf against the man of the Lord, but ultimately against the words of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah. And I know the elder Manak Zaba out of you know, South Carolina, the beach area or whatever, he goes into a lot of videos exposing dudes and women, you know, both women and men, with them scoffing and scorning against the words of God, you know, the words of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah, who we worship in truth and sincerity. All right, and go against the doctrine, you know, talk shit against his men. That's, you know, putting this truth out. And the matter of the fact, the truth of the matter, really, these people was not chosen, ultimately. And that, you know, the Lord put them in derision and have them lost. That's why you have to count your eyes blessed and worthy of this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Because the Lord had, you know, he didn't have to reveal his secrets unto us. Lord, will we endure unto the end, that we may be saved. All right, because we still have to endure to the end. We still have the hour of temptation that has to come upon the whole planet Earth. And the Lord is going to have to try our faith, us proclaiming and professing the names of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah. But without further ado, I'm going to play the video, and Lord will, it plays through without no audio because it has music in the background. So I don't want no copyright strike. So you're just going to have to read the subtitles, and, you know, you can also go to his page and look into it as well, if, you know, if you want to, just to do a video if necessary, because at the end of the day, these are the average mindsets of the people, especially so-called Christians that want to argue against the so-called, as they will call us, black Hebrew Israelites. All right. But without further ado, And I also want to say this. He mentioned something about program, because I'm reading the subtitle. Mentioned about programming, because ultimately he thinks in his mind for us to think like that because the Lord punished us in slavery, because we disobeyed his laws, statutes, and commandments that was given by the hands of Moses. All right, according, to the 5 books, man, to the Torah, the law, statutes, and commandments. But nonetheless, he believes in that doctrine. Meanwhile, he believes in white Jesus. I'm pretty sure he believes every nation can be saved if they confess the name of JC. All right, and so on and so forth. I'm pretty sure he loves the so-called white man, But that's either here or there, because majority of our people, they always trim their ways to seek love from the heathen, from the enemy. All right, going into Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 33. All right, while thou trimmest your ways to seek love. All right, to a nation that really don't love you, man. All right. And little did he know, there is something called a plantation Bible. All right, during the time of slavery, all right, they had plantation Christianity, which, they were follow after the plantation Bible, which was, of course, manipulated and tampered with, but not, all the way to the point that we wasn't going to receive this understanding in the last days and time, because at the end of the day, that's our book, that's our inheritance, and that's our history. But nonetheless, this devil tried their best to hide us from our power. But at the end of the day, the Lord, the Spirit and power, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah, going back to Baruch, the 2nd chapter, verse 30 on down, we was going to remember ourselves in the last days in the land of our captivity. All right, so I want to get precepts right quick. This is Matthew chapter 13, verse 16. But blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear. And that's red letter Yahweh Shah, for the word English called Jesus Christ, man. Because the Lord has revealed unto his servants, the elect, the true wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. But this guy that was just in the caption, he don't understand that. He clearly don't understand the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah and what the Lord has in store for his people, even though he destroyed us as a nation. But at the same time, hey, we was going to remember ourselves, man. All right, he was going to bring us back forth into his good graces by the blood shed and the sacrifice of Yahweh Shah HaMashiach, for the word English called Jesus Christ. That's who he truly died for, and what his purpose on the earth was to bring in, of course, the lost sheep of the house of Israel, and to die for the whole nation. But first and foremost, start off dying for the elect, because the elect is going to escape the second death that's coming upon the earth, which is via the lake of fire, nuclear destruction, World War III. All right, that's the future of the Israelites that's not been selected to be the elect. All right, the Lord always had, favoritism and only care for his elect throughout generations and the times, since the beginning of the creation. And we understand that, and we hope and pray that we are part of that number. And since we understand, and us understanding, we have to put on the armor of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah, teach this word, have the faith, and endure unto the end. This is Baruch chapter 2, verse 30. For I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people. But in the land of their captivities they shall remember themselves, and shall know that I am the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, their power. For I will give them a heart and ears to hear. All right, a heart of understanding, your mind, and your spiritual ears also to understand and perceive this truth. Ultimately, you got to have the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai to really truly understand these prophecies in this Bible. All right, through our elders and apostles at Great Millstone, man. All right, those are the ones that stood stiffly for the name of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, wholeheartedly in truth and in doctrine. And those are the examples we ought to follow after. Verse 32, and they shall praise me in the land of their captivity and think upon my name and return from their stiff neck and from their wicked deeds. For they shall remember the ways of their fathers, which sinned before the Lord. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah, going back to the the time of Moses, man. All right, and only the elect is going to return from their stiff neck, their wickedness, and remember the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. Verse 34, and I will bring them again into the land which I have promised with an oath unto their fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and they shall be lords over it, and I will increase them, and they shall not be diminished. And that is the latter end of Jacob, man, a world without end. All right, and that's what people don't have faith in. People do not believe in it. And then when you tell them, of course, they're going to inquire about other peoples, other nations, especially the so-called Caucasian white race. All right, the Edomites. And according to the Bible, and then on top of that, all the atrocities that was done towards our people by the hands of Esau, Edom, they still want Esau, Edom to be bygones with bygones and holding hands in the kingdom of heaven. And that's just not how the Lord has it operated and set up. All right, and that's why also as well 2/3 have to perish and die, because they do not want to hearken back unto the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. All right, and one of the many ways of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah is having pure hatred towards these heathens, man. And, of course, we're not out there slaying heathens, putting them to death, putting them to flight, so on and so forth. No, because it's not that time yet. But we do understand that we have natural born enemies and people that truly hate us. Okay, and those are the heathen nations, which were set up over us for a time period. Verse 35, and I will make an everlasting covenant with them to be their power, their God, and they shall be my people. And I will no more drive my people of Israel out of the land which I have given them. So we're going to be in the kingdom of heaven, rulership. All right, we're not going to sin no more. Okay, the Lord is going to redeem us and bring us back. And that's what this individual don't understand, that this was all part of prophecies. And that was, part of the story written. Okay, and now us being, coming back into the Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, especially right now, we're being in the midst of the Passover week. We ought to reflect on our fuck ups, man, on our downfalls and our slips, and praise Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai more, that we, get the hell up out of here, and he bring death and destruction upon Babylon the Great. All right, because at the end of the day, we're all suffering down here as a people, whether, it be the 2/3 or whether it be the hopeful elect. All right, we're all suffering as a nation, but the difference between the hopeful elect and the 2/3, we acknowledge it, man. We understand the hell that we catch is because we pissed the Lord off. Okay, we moved the Lord to wrath, as it say in Baruch, the 4th chapter. And like I said, because of people carnal emotions, niggas truly acting like bitches, but that's what it is, man. All right, and one thing I learned in this truth, you got to be stoned, man. You got to be stone wall, hard, in this truth, man. You got to, be a man. All right, and the scriptures say, I call ye old men. And serving the Lord, we have to gird up our loins, release the mortal thoughts, get rid of childish things to the best of our ability, and keep it pushing and keep it moving, man. All right, that's all I want to do, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. But like I said, like the scriptures say in Matthew 16 and 13 and 16, all right, blessed are your eyes that can see and your ears that can hear, roughly paraphrasing. Salakia, chapter 16, verse 13. Matthew 16 and 13. This is Baruch, chapter 4, verse, I'll start at 1. This is the book of the commandments of the Most High, Yahweh power, and the law that endureth forever. All they that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die. Turn thee, O Jacob, and take heed of it. Walk in the presence of the light thereof, that thou mayest be illuminated. All right, we're going to be illuminated ultimately in our latter end, when Lord will we get those crowns. But ultimately, we are also being illuminated through the light and the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, having this truth, man. All right, that's what illuminates us. Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Nothing more, nothing less. Verse 3, give not thine honor to another, nor the things that are profitable unto thee, a strange nation. Going into the heathens, that strange nation, man. Give not honor or profitable, because ultimately you're not ought to serve man, especially, the heathen man, but you ought to serve Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai in spirit and in truth. Verse 4, O Israel, happy are we, for things that are pleasing to God are made known unto us. Be of good cheer, my people, the memorial of Israel. Verse 6, ye were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because you move God, the Most High Yahweh to wrath, ye were delivered unto the enemies. For ye provoke him that made you by sacrificing unto devils and not to the Most High God Yahweh. Ye have forgotten the everlasting power that brought ye up, and ye have grieved Jerusalem that nourished you. And ultimately, our people went against Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, the same power that took care of us, that created us as a peculiar people, a special people unto himself. Deuteronomy the 7th chapter, verse 6. Also Deuteronomy the 4th chapter, verse 6. All right. Going into how the Lord gave us law, statutes, commandments, and understanding to rule over all nations and peoples. Because at the end of the day, we are above and way better than these heathen nations. And that's ultimately through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. That's why we do everything so great. And at the same time, we be ridiculed. We be, our name be thrown in the dirt, in the muck. All right. But that's the children of Israel, man. And especially our own people, when we tell our people that you are the greatest people of the world over all nations and peoples, they get mad because they ultimately worry about the rest of the heathens, which are not counted worthy in the eyes of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. And even in this time, the 2/3, man. All right. Amos 3:1, hear this word that the Lord Yahweh has spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth, therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities. And that's why the Lord punished us, because the Lord only truly loves us and cares for us. Just like prime example, I'm gonna just use this as a prime example. Here you got a woman, you only have one child with her. Meanwhile, she got a couple of children, from a different father. Of course, a man is going to feel some type of way and say, hey, I only care about this child, man. All right, this is my son, so I'm going to care for him and take care of him. He's not going to worry about the other bastard sons. And that's how Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai look at the other nations. They are bastard sons, even though he created them, but he created them for the purpose and for Israel's sake, for those heathen nations to serve them. But due to the curses and the disobedience of us, the Lord say, all right, I got to punish you. I got to whip your ass right quick and let these heathens be over you for a period of time. But you're going to come back unto me. I'm going to put the spirit back upon the earth so that you can come back unto me, man. All right. So blessed are the eyes that can see and the ears that can hear, man. Praying that we endure unto the end. 2 Corinthians 4. And I start at 1 point is in 3. Therefore, seeing we have this ministry and we have received mercy, we faint not. All right, we have this ministry, we have this truth. So receive the mercies of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Praying that we endure unto the end, like I said, man. Because we all need that mercy. We all need that grace. We all need salvation. But speaking to the elect, the hopeful potential elect that's striving for the excellency of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai to the best of their ability. Verse 2, but have renounced the hidden things of dishonesty, not walking in craftiness, nor handling the word of God deceitfully, but by manifestation of the truth, commending ourselves to every man's conscience in the sight of God. But if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost, in whom the God of this world hath blinded the minds of them which believe not, lest the light of the glorious gospel of Hamashiach, Yahushai, who is in the image of God, Yahweh, the Most High, should shine upon them. And us having this is truth, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai has shone upon us. And this gospel is hid to them that are lost, because they are blinded by the ways of the world. They're blinded by their emotions, all right, their wickedness, ultimately, because the Lord did not want to receive them. Going back into Matthew, the 13th chapter, it is hid to them that are lost. And if the Lord really wanted to receive them, he would have put the Spirit upon them to come upon his truth. And also going back into Isaiah, the 6th chapter, verse 9 on down to 10, and you can read further down. Might as well get it. This is Matthew 13 and 10. And the disciples came and said unto him, Why speakest thou unto them in parables? He answered and said unto them, Because it is given to you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given. For whosoever hath, to him shall be given, and he shall have more abundance. But whosoever hath not, from him shall be taken away even that he hath. All right, even, people being in this truth. If you don't apply yourself in this truth to the best of your ability through the Spirit and power, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, he can take that, what you once had, man. All right. But how much more these people of the world, all right, these people that haven't received this truth. That's why at the end of the day, no matter what hell you go through, whether it be, amongst your own, brethren, or just, misunderstanding, or whatever the case may be, you still got to push Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. So that's what it's ultimately about. For me personally, that's all I care about, man. I don't care about nothing else. That's just what it is. Verse 13, therefore speak I to them in parables, because they seeing see not, and hearing they hear not, neither do they understand. As in them is fulfilled the prophecy of Esaias or Isaiah, which saith, By hearing ye shall hear, and shall not understand, and seeing ye shall see, and shall not perceive. For this people's heart is waxed gross, and their ears are dull of hearing, and their eyes they have closed, lest at any time they should see with their eyes, or hear with their ears, and should understand with their heart, and should be converted, and I shall heal them. Verse 16 again, but blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear. So we don't worry about the 2/3. We don't worry about, honestly, man, we ought to don't worry about anything, man. Only thing we need to worry about is serving Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, all right, to the best of our ability, man, through the Spirit and through faith and mercy at the end of the day, all right? Because a lot of people, they don't understand this truth. They don't understand what they're involved in, speaking to the ones in the circumcision. This is Isaiah 6 and 9. And he said, Go and tell this people, hear ye indeed, but understand not, and see ye indeed, but perceive not. Make the heart of this people fat, and their eyes heavy, and shut their eyes, lest they see with their eyes, and hear with their ears, and understand with their heart, and convert, and be healed. And that's the spirit that the Lord has the angels upon certain individuals that cannot understand this truth, aka the 2/3. All right, this truth was given unto the hopeful, fearful elect at the end of the day. It was another precept. Call lame like Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. This is Psalm 69, verse 22. And this is a Psalm of David. All right. Psalm 69 and 22. Let their table become a snare before them, and that which should have been for their welfare, let it be a trap. Let their eyes be darkened, that they see not, and make their loins continual to shake. Pour out thy indignation upon them, and let thy wrathful anger take hold of them. And that's going into the 2/3, man, the ones that persecuted David, man. All right, basically, aka the house of Saul. All right, he wanted the downfall of, the house of Saul, man. And there's a lot of people, amongst Israel that have that type of spirit upon them, man. All right, especially the ones that's not teaching in truth and sincerity, the ones that constantly rebel against the doctrine, the Holy Spirit, the Rakah Kwadash. All right, you have a lot of individuals like that. All right, day of the circumcision. Okay, even the scriptures say in 1 Peter 4:17 that the judgment must begin at the house of God, man. Okay. So sooner or later, this man gonna know Yahweh Shem Yahushua sooner or later, man. Okay. 1 Peter 4:17. For the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of God, Yahweh. And if it first begin at us, what shall be the end of them that obey not the gospel? All right, the ones that's in the circumcision. If the judgment begins with us, all right, the Lord searching out who, been truly down with him and for him. All right, in truth and in doctrine and even in faith. All right, but how much more the ones that scoff and scorn, talk shit against the men of the Lord, talk shit against the, Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So how much more of them? And there's plenty of individuals that think like that individual that I just was looking at on the Instagram, man. Saying that God didn't punish his people for disobeying him. But that's his mind frame. Like I said, what the elders and apostles say, these Christians, persona non grata, man, and they're insignificant and they're very stupid. Deuteronomy 28:1, it shall come to pass if thou hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, thy power to observe and to do all his commandments, which I have commanded thee this day, that the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai will set thee on high above all nations on the earth, and all these blessings shall come upon thee and overtake thee, if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, thy power, Alahayim, or thy powers. Because I mentioned both the names, but nonetheless, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai was going to give us blessings and put us over all nations if we was to hearken. But because we didn't hearken, verse 15, but it shall come to pass if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, thy power to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I have commanded thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. So with that being said, all the curses was put upon us and overtook us as a nation. And part of that curse was slavery and captivity. Verse 64, and the Lord Yahweh shall scatter thee among all people from one end to the earth, even unto the other, and thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone. And that was going to be our people serving false gods in foreign lands. All right, the Lord scattered his people amongst the whole world, man. Verse 65, and among these nations shall thou found no ease, neither shall the sole of thy feet have rest, but the Lord Yahweh shall give thee there a trembling of heart or mind, a failing of eyes, and sorrow of mind, basically bugging us the fuck out. All right, put us in that mind frame of, being conquered, being defeated, as I like to say when certain individuals let their women just control their life, and you can see the sadness and the sad countenance on their face, man, living a miserable life underneath a woman's rule. All right, just straight defeated as a nation. And that was because we disobeyed his laws, statutes, and commandments. All right, and the Lord did that among all nations. That's why slavery happened, no ease, the transatlantic slave trade, the Arabic slave trade, during the time of the dark ages when we fell, so on and so forth. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua made sure that the nation of Israel wasn't going to be a prosperous nation until Yahweh Shah come back and redeem his elect. All right, destroy this kingdom, destroy the heathens, put them under subjection. And then the rest of the nation of Israel is going to come back through the lineage of the elect, the first fruit. Verse 68, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt, which goes into bondage. You can, look into it in the blue letter, again with ships. All right, and it says, bondage again with ships, man, because we went over Egypt by foot the first time. So this second Egypt, and you can get a precept into Revelation 11 and 8, spiritually called Sodom and Egypt. All right, for many reasons. All right, this is the second Egypt that we have came over here by ships. It says, by the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more. See the land of Israel, our homeland, and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you or redeem you or save you. And the only man is Yahweh Shah HaMashiach. And all you got to do is look up yokes of iron. Just type it up, and you'll see, our people during slavery. And then it got so point to the fact that people starting to say it's a myth now. It's a mythical, doctrine of slavery. Meanwhile, they believe in all types of meanwhile, they believe in Jesus Christ. That's a fucking myth. They believe in Greek mythology, Zeus and, Roman, mythology, so on and so forth, man. But that's just the mind frames of these people, man. So the hell with these people. It's only about the elect. All right, so with that, I'm going to close out by saying Kahalayim La, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem Rakak Badash. Peace, double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that Jesus is true. Peace, love, and blessings to the elect scattered abroad around the four corners of the earth, mainly in Babylon the Great. Till next time, I say Shalom, Shalom.